Hello, people of the tube, and welcome back to, well, basically, I don't know if this would be a new series or part of the Respawn series, but this is a serious video. That's why we're at the serious table, and not the funny couch.
Alright. We'll call this the round table.
Yeah, the round table. Oh, discussions at the round table. How about that?
That works.
Alright, so I guess it's a new series. God damn it. Another series for me to go through.
Well, a side series, per se, yes.
A side series. Today's episode on the round table, discussions at the round table, it's about a girl named Amanda Todd. If you are big on the YouTube scene, or if you've been keeping up, you would know.
Yeah, the whole internet culture.
Yeah, internet. You would know about Amanda Todd. In 2012, Amanda Todd hung herself. But before doing so, she put up a video, black and white video, with cards that she wrote her story on, and went through the cards. And since then, it has become an internet phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Yeah, phenomenon. And has been used in a lot of anti-bullying videos, cases, and is just world famous now. Instead of doing the video, mostly because no one really talks in it, I'm going to look at the transcript. We're going to read the transcript and tell what we think. Hello, I've decided to tell you about my never-ending story. In 7th grade, I would go with friends on webcam, meet and talk to new people. Then get called stunning, beautiful, perfect, etc. Then wanted me to flash, so I did. Here's the thing. Most of her trouble started from this point on. This one mistake, she was 14 years old, and as much as I guarantee her parents warned her about stranger danger and shit like that, she still did it. Which means this right here was her fault.
And the thing of it is, what's ironic about it is that a lot of young teenage girls still do this up to date.
They haven't learned their lesson.
Right. Even despite of, all the stories that they hear about this.
Oh, yeah. I got a message on Facebook from him. I don't know how he knew me, it said. If you don't put on a show for me, I will send your boobs. He knew my address, school, relatives, family names. So, of course, she was being stalked by this guy who knew her relatives, family names, all that good stuff. Christmas break. Knock at my door, 4 a.m. It was the police. My photo was sent to everyone. This man, and he was a grown man, and if you know the case, he was a grown man, and this is child pornography.
Right.
She got really sick, and she got anxiety, major depression, and panic disorder, which not only is something that a lot of people get, but it's something a lot of teenagers will get. And to me, I always found those disorders to be just another way to cry about something. And then it says, I then moved and got into drugs and alcohol. No one forced her into doing drugs and alcohol. And the fact that she done them around her parents at the age of 14 means her parents were bad parents.
Right. Now, to talk a little bit about, the depression and anxiety disorders and just basically psychological disorders in general. These are a serious case of disorders, and they mean a serious deal. I've been through it. I know people that have been through it. I've lost people because of it. And it's something not to take lightly. But in Amanda Todd's case, really, there's mixed emotions about her story, because there's some cases of her story to where you feel really bad for her, but in a lot of cases it's her fault that this happened to her.
It really is. Let's continue with the story.
Yes.
A year passed and the guy came back with my new list of friends in school, but made a Facebook page. My boobs were his profile pic. It is possible he did this. Funny thing is I realized that Facebook is very stingy when it comes to stuff like that. I'm actually very surprised that the what is it? The not like editors, but the people who run Facebook didn't ban that account for that.
Right. Well,
there are pictures of women breastfeeding
right.
that get banned. So having an actual pictures of titties, that's like.
Well, the thing of it is, at that time, it probably wasn't monitored at that point to where she found out about it. But I would say maybe soon after it would have gotten deleted.
Maybe. Cried every night, lost all my friends, respect people had for me again. Once again, she lost all her friends. Here's the interesting thing. If these people were her friends, no matter what this man would have done, they would have stuck by her side. This just means she has a horrible...
she has a poor choice of having friends.
Yes. Then no one liked me, name-calling, judged. I can never get that photo back. All I can say to that is you shouldn't have sent it.
Right. I mean, it just takes, one little detail.
It really does.
To basically, ruin your entire life.
It's out there forever. She started cutting. I promised myself never again. Didn't have any friends, and I sat at lunch alone. So I moved schools again. Everything was better, even though I still sat alone at lunch in the library every day. Fuck, I wish at our high school we were allowed to eat lunch in the library.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, fuck everyone. After a month later, I started talking to an old guy friend. We back and forth texted. He started saying he liked me. Led me on. He had a girlfriend. She just admitted right now that she knew he had a girlfriend. Then he said, come over, my girlfriend's on vacation. So she did. Huge mistake. He hooked up with her, and she said, I thought he liked me. They fucked. She fucked a guy who already had a girlfriend, and she knew that he had a girlfriend. In fact, he invited her over to his girlfriend's place.
Mm-hmm. And that's a big deal as well. I mean, you have to be careful at, those sorts of situations because, that there's only one way it's going to end up.
Bad.
Really bad.
1 week later, got a text, get out of your school. His girlfriend and 15 others came, including himself. The girl, 2 others, told her to look around. No one liked her. Guy yelled, punch her already. And so she got the shit beat out of her by this girl. Some kids filmed it. They left her on the ground. Okay, here we go. I felt like a joke in this world. I thought nobody deserves this. I was alone. I lied and said it was my fault and my idea. Like I said, this case is a very interesting case because in the end, really, it is her fault. Her getting beat up is her fault. If she would have never had sex with that guy, she would have never got beat up.
Right.
It's pure and simple. It's the consequence. Now, even though it was wrong for that girl to beat her up, and I do not condone violence on others, still, she's the one who pushed first. I was alone, I lied and said it was my fault. Okay. I didn't want him getting hurt. You are protecting him. Really. Him. The one you knew had a girlfriend, and he knew he had a girlfriend. You are both to blame, and you're protecting him. Really. I thought he really liked me, but he just wanted sex. No shit. Welcome to being a guy. We all want that warm sliver between your legs. Jesus Christ, man.
You talking about I'm a gentleman, I can wait.
Anyway. Teacher...
Do continue.
Yeah. Teachers ran over, but I just went and laid in a ditch and my dad found me. I wanted to die so bad. When he brought me home, I drank bleach. Drinking bleach is one of the dumbest ways you can try to kill yourself. It tears open your stomach. It burns the stomach lining. Literally is the dumbest way you can kill yourself.
Absolutely. And if it doesn't melt your stomach, you can induce vomiting like violently to the point your guts will eventually come out through your esophagus. And that's quite a painful way to die, or having that pain and still be alive and ending up in the hospital because of it. And really, in general, I don't condone anybody to attempt suicide or
No.
Doing a stupid thing like drinking bleach in general.
It killed me inside, and I thought I was going to die. Ambulance came and brought me to hospital, and they flushed her stomach. After I got home, all I saw on Facebook was she deserved it. Did you wash mud out of your hair? I hope she's dead. Nobody cared. I moved away to another city, to my mom's, another school. I didn't want to press charges because I wanted to move on. That's another situation in which she could have won, and she didn't press charges because she's an idiot.
And that is a big mistake, without question. Because if you don't press charges, then really it's just going to continue nonstop. And if you don't have the police involved in a situation like this, then, like I said, it's a situation to where you're not going to win, and they're just going to continue to keep feeding you all this negative energy.
Oh, yeah.
To get you to the point, to your breaking point.
6 months have gone by. People are pasting pics of bleach, Clorox, and ditches and tagging me. The only way you can really tag someone and post pictures of this shit to their wall is if you're friends with them on Facebook. Who the fuck stays friends with people when they're doing such horrible shit? You can easily delete and block their stupid fucking asses. And yet here you are, being an idiot once again.
Right, and another thing that you can do is delete your Facebook, delete any social media that you have, to kind of keep yourself away from the negativity of others.
Okay. She should try a different bleach. I hope she dies this time isn't so stupid. They said I hope she sees this and kills herself. Why do I get this? I messed up but why follow me? I understand that. Do you think because you messed up, why, you admitted you messed up, and you think
it should continue?
Yes, and I understand. They shouldn't have. I understand that. They shouldn't have. But you also made a mistake. To be honest, there is no good person in the story. She is not the saint that a lot of you people look to.
Right, and I mean, if you might hate us, for speaking negatively for this girl, once again, we're just putting our fair judgment into this entire story. So there's really should be no hate towards us, judging fairly to this.
We are judging completely fairly. Yes. We are reading what she wrote. These are her words.
Yes.
And we are only going with the facts that she gave us.
Right.
And looking at her own facts, she is not a saint. Okay, every day I think, why am I still alive? My anxiety is horrible now. Never went out this summer. From my past, life's never getting better. Can't go to school, meet or be with people, constantly cutting. I'm really depressed. I'm on antidepressants now, counseling, and a month ago this summer I overdosed. In hospital for 2 days, I'm stuck. What's left of me now, nothing stops. I have nobody, I need someone, my name's Amanda. Todd. Of course, that is the end. That is her story. That is a video that she posted to YouTube that has got so much attention and so many people talked about. And I think now that we're done with it, we can give our honest and true opinions of the situation and what we think and how this can further be prevented. So I'm going to let you go first.
Well, to put it this way, as I stated before, it's in some cases it's you really feel bad for this girl. You really do. But in terms of her mistake, you really can't, because that was her fault that she did that. That was her own doing, and for the things that happened to her was because of her flashing herself topless, and later finding out that some stranger ended up getting these. And that's how the internet works. If say you post a picture, and if somebody wants to taunt you for the rest of your life because of that, they'll take that picture and they'll continue to haunt you with it for days until, eventually the police are informed about it, and if they actually do an investigation to later catch the perpetrator. And even so, another person can, take over and continue to haunt, with whatever that you posted that was embarrassing or something that you shouldn't have done that would later haunt you in the future. So, as I stated, it is entirely her fault that she did this, but of course, from her, having depression, and I can absolutely get that. I can understand that she fell through depression and anxiety, because I've been through that road before. Not in the same way that she has, but like I said, you have to feel bad in some cases. But in terms of her story to where she made a mistake, that was entirely her fault, and not anybody else's.
I guess it's my turn. Amanda Todd is a depressing and sad story that has been told hundreds of thousands of times by thousands of different people. Amanda, you are no different than any other person on this earth. Yes, you made mistakes, and you have to live with you're not living anymore, but you had to live with the mistakes you made, which is something that everyone on the face of the earth has to deal with. When you flashed, that was your fault. You flashed your breasts on the internet. People on the earth don't care. No one cares about each other. This place is a giant ball of pain, fear, and loathing. You should have known better than to do that. You were 14 years old. Your parents failed you, and you failed yourself by allowing yourself to do it. Now, I'm not saying that she was a bad person. She wasn't. She was probably the nicest person ever. But she did make that mistake. After that, I think she should not have went through the things she did. Like, the amount of being picked on, she really didn't deserve it, even though she made that much of a mistake. And I would almost be on her side after that, because the guy who done it was a pedophile. That's what he was. He deserves to be in jail getting raped and his bones broken like the piece of shit he is. I completely think he is an awful human being who deserves the death penalty, in my opinion. As far as the incident with the boy she liked, she knew he had a boyfriend. She knew that he had a girlfriend, and he admitted he had a girlfriend, and yet it takes two to tango. He knew he knew he did, and she knew he did, and they did it anyway. It is her fault, and it is his fault. Did she deserve to get beaten? No. Is it her fault? Is it her fault why she got beaten? Yes. She made the mistake after mistake after mistake. Did she deserve to die? No, she did not deserve to die. But no one caused it but her. She drank the bleach. She fucked the boyfriend. She showed her tits. This was her fault. most of it was her fault. Yes, it's horrible. Suicide is an awful thing. I can't condone it. I can't say it's a good thing. It is awful. It is an awful thing to go through if someone you know has done it. But looking at her own problems, she caused a lot of them, and I'm sorry, but I just cannot feel that sorry for her.
All right, and if I can say one more thing, is that for those that have been down that road, for that had any disorder of any kind, like say for example, depression or anxiety, for these things you should really get help for. This is not something to bottle up or in any way, shape, or form.
Battery's dying.
Right, I know, but like I said, you need to talk to somebody about it, and you shouldn't, be alone in your battle.
It is true. Do what you must to save your own life, because in this world, you are the only person you can truly count on, and if the story of her friends turning on her didn't show you anything, that should have taught you. Unfortunately, our time is up for right now. This was a pretty interesting topic. It's the last time we're talking about it, so hope you enjoyed. Peace the fuck out.
Peace out.